Welcome back, everybody, to a Cowgirls World Tour podcast, where we interview and chat with guests from all over the world with different backgrounds, different cultures, who are doing really cool things, doing their own, going down their own way, and who are really inspiring to all of us. Today, my guest is Hideto. He is a Japanese performer who who performed with Cirque du Soleil for 14 years, which is super cool. I've gotten some really, really cool stories from him, and it's, again, so inspiring, especially knowing that he didn't know any English when he first moved to Canada to train with Cirque. So I hope you enjoy today's episode. Let's get started. Okay, so here we go. So now it's official. So thank you again.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to just give me a quick introduction of who you are?
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Hideto Okuzawa. I used to work for Cirque du Soleil as an acrobat performer, and I was traveling with the company for about 14 years.
Cool.
All over the world. It was a world tour. And now I'm in Japan. After pandemic, I came back to Japan.
Yeah.
And I'm working and performing in Japan right now. Yep.
Awesome. That's cool. So how many years you worked for Cirque?
For 14
years. Wow. And while you're working, were you mostly living in other countries or were you living in Japan?
Most of the time I was overseas.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Within 14 years, I had a Japan tour for 2 times.
Okay.
So 1.5 year each. So 1.5 year and 1.5 year the other time. So total 3 years. So it was 2009 to 2010. I used to work for the Corteo. The show name is Corteo.
Yeah.
And second one was 2016 and 17. The show name was Totem. So, and these 2 shows, I did a Japan tour. Oh, you remember?
I remember Corteo was big, was huge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You have seen the Corteo before?
No, I have not seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not seen it. I wish.
You should see it. It's still on tour somewhere, maybe in Europe or North America, I don't know.
Okay.
But you still can, chance to watch. Or video, you can search on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I think I would love to watch it live. Yeah, I love live performance. That's so cool. So, and before we started recording, you were just saying how you didn't know English. You started English when you
That's right.
started Cirque. So actually, let's go. So give us how the process of how you got hired at Cirque. That's crazy. And I was reading that you were the first Japanese to be hired?
First Japanese for Corteo. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, cool.
Not whole company.
Right.
Because it was a few Japanese before I joined.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the Corteo also, because I got audition. And then I passed the audition and then I joined. So that process and into the Cirque du Soleil, that was first Japanese I am.
Gotcha. So were you in your 20s? What were you doing when you auditioned for Cirque?
Oh, okay. So actually my background is gymnastics.
Yeah.
I was gymnast before. I started gymnastics when I was 9 years old, and 9 to 24, I did gymnastics all the time.
Okay.
And then when I was 24, I and my friend had auditioned for the Cirque du Soleil. So actually, he found the audition for the Cirque du Soleil
Oh, and was the
on
audition
internet.
in
Yeah,
Japan?
yeah. Audition was in Japan. It was for first time audition in Japan.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because they had audition overseas a lot. Like, of
Yeah.
course, United States and Canada. Yes, of course, a lot of auditions that time. But in Japan, it was the first time ever. So, and then my
That's
friend found
awesome.
it online, and then we took it.
Wow. Did
was-
many people get through the audition?
No, not many. Actually, I heard that about 50 people sent a video that
Okay.
time, and then who got called for the audition? It's about half of the people. So it's 25 people about
Yeah.
came to the audition.
Yeah.
And then who passed the audition was that time only 5 people.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh my God. And then so you passed the audition and then it was like boom, you got to move to Canada kind of thing?
Not right away. Actually, there's some process.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I had to pass the audition first. So this is the first one. And the second thing, you have to get the call from the headquarters that you have to get the invitation for the training process.
Okay.
But not everybody who passed the audition. So if you pass the audition, you're gonna get your name on the list of the company.
Yeah.
You know, there's a list we call artist bank.
Okay.
So
Cool.
if you pass the audition and then your name is on it, so that means you passed the audition. And then after that, the company decide. So when company needs the people, and then company see that the list, artist bank, and then, okay, we need the person. So company calls, and then one by one, and then who's interested, who's available, could go to the Canada for the training. So, and luckily I got a call from the company. So, and then that time, actually, before joining the Cirque du Soleil, I wanted to be firefighter.
Oh, okay.
Yes. After my finished my gymnastics career,
Yeah.
I wanted to be firefighter. So, but I took the exam for the firefighter, but I couldn't pass everything. I just failed. Everything I failed, and I was like, oh shoot, my life is like not good. Well, and then I was so like down, depressed a little bit. But that time, my friend is 1 year older than me, so my friend found the audition for the Cirque du Soleil, and then my friend invited me, like, oh Hideto, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go, just go to audition, and then who knows, like after.
Yeah.
And then he invited. So, and then I took audition and I passed the audition. Then I got the call from the company. So that's why that time, because I failed the firefighter exam, so I didn't do any job. So, and then I went to the Canada for the training. Yeah, I accepted right away. I said like, yeah, I'm interested. So I want to go.
Oh my God. So you're like, well, I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna, I failed the firefighter. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, exactly. No, because imagine if I pass the exam for the firefighter, then I'm firefighter right now. Because if you go to the training for the Canada for Cirque du Soleil, there is no guarantees, nothing.
Oh,
So
even if you go to the training, you don't know if you'll be in the show.
You don't know. So at least that time. Right now, maybe who got called might be, but there's no guarantee anyway. Until you sign, But it's like Canada or United States. There's such a contract, right? So you never know until you sign, right?
Yeah.
So in Japan, it's a bit different, but
I agree.
yeah, right. Yeah, as you know. So that's why I just signed for the training for 3 months.
Okay.
For 3 months only. So I just signed the contract and then I flew to the Canada by myself.
Oh my
for first
God.
time. Yeah, when I was 24.
Oh, and how was your English then?
Oh, okay. Good question. it was zero. It was a zero. I mean, I always say that this question, like my level of the English was the junior high school level in Japan. In Japan. That means
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
Like maybe, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
This is the pen. Something like that. Yeah, as you know, maybe. So that's it. That's it. But I had a time, a little bit, maybe 2 months. I had a time since I got the call, and then I
Right.
said yes until actually I fly to
Okay.
the Canada. So
Okay.
I had about 2 months.
Yeah.
So I had a time for studying English,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't. I didn't. Yeah, because I'm gonna be in Canada for the 3 months, right? At
Yeah.
least. So and then I knew it will be busy for the training.
Yeah.
So that's why I had the 2 months, fully 2 months. I was just like meeting my friend, eat
Yeah.
Japanese food,
Yeah.
like play around.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could play as much as I can. So
Yeah.
that's why.
You were enjoying the
Yeah,
freedom.
exactly. Yep. Exactly. So that's why I didn't study. But I thought like if I go there and okay, it'll be fine. It was fine. I'll be fine. Then actually it wasn't.
Oh my God. So how was it? How was it when you first went?
Uh, it was difficult.
Yeah.
But at the work, at the training, at the work, I had a translator,
Okay.
interpreter. Yep. So because we had to do acrobat thing. So it's with a danger.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
have to
totally.
you have to communicate well. So if you cannot speak English, you had a translator, interpreter, and just what before you do acrobat, you just
Yeah.
understand each other and everything,
Yes.
and you do. So that
Yeah.
was very important.
Yes, that
So
is very important.
yep. So at work, it was okay because I had a
Yeah.
translator.
Yeah.
But after work, I go
Yeah.
to the apartment, and
Yeah.
there's no Japanese, zero. It was
Yeah.
zero Japanese. I was only
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
so I was alone.
Yeah.
And
Did everybody kind of live at the same area?
oh yeah. We had
Okay.
one apartment, and then
Okay.
we lived together there. I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
of course, we had a room one by one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's like a common room or meeting room. We shared everything.
God. Okay. Cool.
So and there was
Oh my God.
computer downstairs, like
Yeah.
a public computer. It was like 5 or 6 computers.
Yeah.
But I couldn't type Japanese because it was not
Oh
for
yeah.
Japanese. So and I couldn't speak English, right? And like, oh my gosh, it was. And there's a laundry machine.
Mm-hmm.
It was old, but anyway, it was like more than 15 years ago. It was old machine, the laundry machine,
Yeah.
and it written only Chinese, of course, English,
Yeah.
French, Chinese, Spanish, and Russian, because these languages, uh, they have hired for these countries people a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot, but they had.
Yeah.
So that's why they understood that, oh, we need to translate for these languages,
Yeah.
but not Japanese. Japanese. And I even couldn't use the laundry machine well.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it was terrible.
oh yeah, that's tough.
It
But
was
then
tough, yes.
you figured it out.
Uh, no choice,
Through
no
it.
choice.
No choice.
No
Well,
choice.
sometimes that is the way, right? Like
Yep.
when you're in there, you have no other choice you just have to figure it out.
Yeah, you have to do that, you
Yeah.
have to. So you have to figure out.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe that experience made me grew up a lot for the
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to no choice. And sometimes, the shower was only cold water in Canada, right? Montreal, it was super cold. So of course you need hot water, right? Hot shower. But it was cold and oh my goodness. And that time, it's so funny story because I couldn't say hot water. I was finding the word.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because in Japanese, we say oyu for the hot water, right?
Yeah.
So it's oyu is a completely different word. But in
Yeah, it's
English, it's
not.
hot
Yes.
water. So it's not oyu. So it's if you translate exactly
Yeah.
like 熱い
熱い水?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
That's
So
right.
I was like finding the oyu. What is oyu in English? Like oyu, oyu, and just like, you know, little panic because
And you have cold water coming on you at that time.
exactly in the night time, and then there's no Japanese, and I couldn't call, you know, and I didn't have a smartphone.
No.
So this is I had to tell you that I didn't have smartphone and no translator like easy like today, you know. So it was like a survival game.
Yeah. No way. Oh my
But there
God.
was one person who's taking care of the building. So
Yeah.
the who was there, and then I just called. No, I think I went downstairs and just
Yeah.
like knock her door, just like just please like come
Come.
with me, and then just then back to my room and then like shower, cold, only cold, why, something like that. And then I just survived. Yeah, she understood.
Gosh.
So that's how I studied English. So maybe that's why with this experience I learned. That's why I still remember some English to speak.
Yeah.
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 So
No, I honestly, I think sometimes it's like you have to get thrown in, and that's the best way. And when you have a
yeah.
choice, when you have the choice to, like, let's say you were able to speak Japanese with somebody, then you would have spoken Japanese.
That's so true. So
Yeah,
true.
and I know it wasn't easy for you, but that's really, it's cool experience
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. It was very tough, but I'm
Yeah.
glad I was
Yeah.
alone that time.
Yeah. So you had to do 3 months of training,
Yep.
and
3 months training.
when you finished, what happened after that?
I finished and I couldn't get contract actually after 3 months.
Okay.
And then I was ready to go home because I knew it. If you don't get contract, you have to go home.
Right.
So, and then actually that year, the first 3 months and then second 3 months, it was like 2 trainings
Mm-hmm.
in the same year.
Okay.
But you know, who did the first one? The rule was couldn't go to the second one because it was
Right.
different different training. But luckily,
Yeah.
somebody could move to the second training. Like it depends on what your background or body type and body size and everything. So luckily, I got chosen.
Okay.
Yeah. And they asked me, I go, oh, we cannot we cannot give you the contract now, but you can move to the second training if you want. And then I said, yes, right away, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
cool. So then you did
then,
another training.
yeah, another 3 months. I signed already. I signed again. And then I did another 3 months of training. And that was training of Corteo. Yeah.
Okay.
So then, but first month I couldn't get contract. Second month I couldn't get. The third month, and in the end of the 6 months,
Yeah.
I finally got contract, and then I joined for the tour.
Oh, very cool. Oh no, I'm okay.
Yep. You okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Holy. And
Yes.
when you get the contract, is it per show? Is the
For sure.
contract just for the show?
Yeah, for the show, yes.
Yeah.
For 1 year.
So, okay. So then you have to get another contract for a different show.
Oh yeah, or same show. We just renew a
Oh,
contract.
okay, yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
So
my
that
God.
means I renew a contract for the Corteo for 9 times because I worked for the Corteo about 10 years, and then another 4 years I was in Totem.
Okay. So when you did Totem,
Mhm.
you did you have to like audition for that too?
Oh yeah, little audition, like internal
Yeah,
audition.
okay.
But actually, that time, why I moved because the Corteo had a two-type show. First one was big top, the tent with the tent show.
Yeah.
That's Corteo original. And then Corteo, one time it was closed because big top show finished.
Right.
So that moment, because the show finished, I lost my place. So that's why I asked the company to move if there's a possibility. And then the Totem already knew that Totem will with Japan. So that's why I applied for the Totem. Yeah. Then
Super
I did a
cool.
Japan tour for Totem.
Huh. So
Mm.
cool. That's
Mm.
and it must be such a like the life as a life you live as a performer, like you're touring, right? Like that's
Yep.
gotta be such a hard is it hard to because you have to adjust and
Hmm.
like you're always on the move, like how was that
Yeah.
like for you?
It was fantastic. It was
Did
super
you
fun,
liked it?
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
I think
awesome.
I think it's for me it was very fit.
Yeah.
But even I didn't know, but I liked a lot. But of course, you have to adjust for everything
Yeah.
because where you sleep will be different, like
Mm-hmm.
hotel or apartment, and your pillow will be changed,
Mm-hmm.
and water changed, shower changed, and air changed, and
Mm-hmm.
food changed, and the culture, people, everything you have to accept.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I guess that's a really like you get to meet other people, you get
exactly.
exposed to different cultures. That's
Yep.
super cool. That's
Yeah,
really
that
cool.
was very, very good experience I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Huh. So
was very good.
then because when COVID happened, everything stopped, right?
Yep.
And then so that you went back to Japan then?
Yep. Yeah. When 2020, I
Yeah.
was touring in Europe,
Okay.
but then the company told us that everybody, like, okay, please go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's pandemic, because
Yeah.
of COVID-19. So then we don't know how big and how long that pandemic will be, because nobody knows that time,
No.
2020.
No,
So
that
the company
was
told,
such a weird time.
I know that was there.
Huh.
So and
So,
then at first, company
yeah.
told us like, okay, just 3 weeks, just go home and stay there, and then come back, because company expected that okay, about 3 weeks, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be gone. But of course, it's not. So and then after 3 weeks, telling us that okay, don't come back. Don't come back. Stay there where you are. Stay there. And then like temporary fired.
Yes.
Is that right way to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually like real fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it took, I can't, they only, they only just started touring again. Like, it was a good couple years,
Yeah.
right? That they didn't have anything.
Yeah, that's right.
And when they started back up, did you think of going back?
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, and I wanted to go, but because I had a injury history as well for the body, and I'm not super young, so they decided not to bring me back. But I was not the only one, so
Yeah.
few artists there, and right now, like all the team was there, right? So
Yeah.
half of the team it's young people, and half of team was kind of had experienced team.
Yeah.
So and then mixed. So I think it's about for the business. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
but that's why I started new journey in Japan now. So,
Which is super cool. Do you perform lots, right? You do
yeah.
performances in Japan.
Oh yeah, right now I'm still
Yeah.
performer in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like what you're doing right now? Like, what do you think? What do you think you'll do in the next few years? Like, continue.
Oh yeah,
Do you
continue.
have any dreams, or like do you have things you want to do?
Dreams, like small dream, but I want to continue to be the performer.
Yeah.
But also I wanna pass my experience for the younger people
Yeah.
or who wants to learn.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm teaching right now. I started to
Yeah.
teach. Yeah,
Yeah.
since I'm came back to Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
fun also.
yeah, that's awesome. Like, it's so important, I think, to, for people to, not, you don't have to leave the country, but I think it's so good. It's so good to see the world and
Yep.
experience and
Um,
right? And then I like, even for me too, like, the reason why I wanted to start this is I just want to inspire people
mhm,
to go out, follow their dreams and
mhm.
do what they want to do. And I'm nobody. Like, I'm not special. Um, you
Everyone's
know,
special.
it's like I'm not special, and we're all like, but we're all kind of special in our own ways. And even if the one person thinks like, oh, maybe I will, they can listen to the English or whatever, maybe I'll go
Mhm,
somewhere, I'll go to a different country, or I'll try something new, like, that's super
mhm.
cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
in Japan, I feel like, and this is just my
mhm,
perspective, but
yeah,
more, I don't like, people are more, not many people want to, I think, leave the country.
yeah. That's right. That's what I feel because maybe they scared to
Yeah.
break the wall. I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and also that more younger generation people, it's like more shy. I think I feel.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, someone
Yeah.
go, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
doesn't go and then just don't leave, stay in Japan. But
Yeah.
for me, I went to overseas without like smartphone and internet.
Yeah.
There was internet, but was not like today. So it's today people can search
Yeah.
about another country, with a smartphone, like,
Yeah.
and then I want them to have like interest for overseas because they can search.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's
then
way easier now.
exactly. So and then yeah, like exactly you said, like they don't have to, leave the country, but they had to have interest for the other country and then
Yeah.
just search and then more and more like interest in the search and
Yeah.
then that's very good thing for me. So
But because it's so funny. I'm always like, I always think, oh, it'll be quick, but you start, well, the stories are so interesting, and yeah, it always, the time seemed to fly by so
yeah,
fast when
I
we're,
I know.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, your your English, like, accent, like, you don't have a lot of accent, like, you sound really good. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I have like I think too many accents because I learned English like not from one person. And
Mm,
my teammate had very international, like
yes.
Russian, French, and
Mhm.
Canadian, American, and
Yeah.
then and so
Yeah.
that's why.
Well, maybe it's, yeah, that's why, like, that's why you don't sound like somebody who's Japanese who's
Um,
speaking English. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, you sound different.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Yeah. No, it sounds so cool. Do you find Like how do you find is it hard to maintain your English now that you've been back to Japan?
Yeah, it's more harder than when I
Yeah.
was overseas because the overseas I use English all the
Yeah.
time in the life.
Yeah.
But in Japan,
Yeah.
we live pretty much with the Japanese.
Yeah.
So, but I'm giving the class for the core training class online.
Right.
And
Yes.
I'm doing with the Japanese and the English, so that helps me a lot. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Right.
That I'm doing on purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome. I forgot. I was gonna ask you when
Yeah.
you were doing your Cirque, was there really, I don't know, like, was there a really bad experience or like, did you have an injury? Is it scary?
Oh, injury. Yeah.
Like, you do crazy stuff, right?
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, I had a injury. My back. I had a back problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as an acrobat person, we
Yeah.
use all the time like same joint because I used to the high bar in Cirque du Soleil. So
Okay.
high bar, we just hang all the time, and then we just it's arch my back and pike my back and everything. Use the joint too much. It's like overused. So that's why it was very hard to body. So we had to maintain our body. It's very important.
Yeah. That's, oh my God. Yeah, that's a lot of training, right? Like staying, like a lot of staying strong and
Yep.
a lot of strength training. Like I can't even imagine. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you need a big muscle. It's not necessary. But strong means like your body, like inner muscle. So that's why I'm giving the class. So online class, yeah. I use that experience.
Yeah, it's not about it's not like macho みたいなね. Like those big
Matcha.
no. Yeah, it always amazes.
Yeah, more like a control your body.
Mm.
So it's not about big muscle.
Yeah. And I understand that because I used to I took ballet my whole life. So
Oh, okay.
and
Nice.
I was a dancer and I still dance for fun, but and I you see those ballerinas and they're so like lean, like thin, but they're so strong,
Right.
right? It's not big muscle, but they're very strong.
Yep. So that's very good. Yeah, the ballet dancer is very good. It's very strong and beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. How was your social, like with your teammates or your coworkers?
Oh, it was very good actually.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Was
I think
everybody? Yeah.
yeah, it's very friendly and the people are very open to talk and
Okay.
yeah. I think when company hires people, they see, of course, like skills and then background, robotics level, but also its personality. They are very watching because we are a team, we are together. So if you are touring other country, like you're like a big group of the family.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the personality and then the behavior is very important.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and because, international, so it's grow up with a different culture, different language, food and everything different, but we're working together in the same tent every day.
Yeah.
That's very important thing. So,
And
but people are very nice.
you have to you have to trust each other so much.
Oh yeah.
When you're doing like some of the acrobatic movements.
That's so true.
Like you have to
You have to trust, yeah.
I feel like just on the outside, a job like that, like being a performer, it seems so glamorous, right? Just on the outside. I think it looks so glamorous and just cool. Like you have a super cool, like it's a super cool job. but the hard work and you know the body and it's not an easy thing to do.
Not easy, not easy.
So like yeah, you've done it for so many like so many years. Yeah, it's super inspiring. So I was gonna ask maybe one last question, but
Okay.
if what like I want you to with what you have your experience and what you've done, like what would you tell if somebody wanted to, you know, follow their dreams or go after maybe they don't know English, but they want to go, you know, they want to go up abroad and do something. What kind of advice would you give
Oh,
them?
okay. My advice is just go.
Yeah.
Just go. If you have chance, just go because
Yeah.
you shouldn't care about the language and language barriers too much.
No.
Yeah. So if you think too much and then you lose the chance to go.
Yeah.
So you just go and then
Yeah.
about languages, you go there and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
yeah. And my advice, it's just like keep doing what you like and what you're interested and what you have a passion.
Yeah.
So just keep doing, and then if you have a chance to go, just go. Don't think about language, English. Just go.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
So true. I feel lucky that I didn't have that barrier, right? So I'm pretty lucky, I feel, but and that's why it's so I think it's so inspiring and I want to keep talking to people, you know, like yourself who you know who are doing cool things in the world, and I think there's so much value in learning, just listening to your stories and your experiences.
Thank you.
Yes.
Was it interested for you?
Yes. It's super cool. Super cool.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
One of these days when because I visit I'm back in Japan like maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one of these days so I'll have to come if you have a performance close by.
Okay.
I know my mom was saying you haven't had a performance near her town recently.
Recently not.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was saying, "Oh, I hope Hideto does another show close by."
Okay. Yeah, because she came to see our show many times and
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna say, so hopefully one of these days in the near future I'll get to meet you in person.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'll let you know like when we have a show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would absolutely love it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this again.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
Yes, it's great. I didn't have to I didn't have to speak Japanese so much today. It's funny because sometimes I sound really bad.
Oh yeah?
I was talking in Japanese on one of my episodes, and my mom's like, "Oh, you need to work on your Japanese. I'm saying a lot of you know, I'm like,
I see. I got it.
So yeah.
But you know, while you're in Canada,
Yeah.
you don't speak Japanese, right?
No.
No, I understand.
Yeah, so I know it takes me when I fly back to Japan, it usually takes me about 2 or 3 days, and then like my brain starts working more in Japanese.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I can tell because I'll start to have dreams in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
When I'm sleeping.
I see.
That's when I know I've like
That's a
switched over. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I'm back to Japanese. And then I'll come back and I'll, start having dreams in English and I'm like
I
back
see.
to English.
I understand. That's a good thing.
Yeah. But anyways, again, thank you. And I'm sure chat to you soon in the future, chat to you later. But
Yeah, we can do, another section like in the future for the maybe today is like my experience overall, but maybe we could focus on the one thing or something.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I
Something we can
love,
try.
yeah, I love that idea. I
Yeah.
love that idea. And I'll put all your I'll tag you in my show notes and people can find you
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
and
maybe, people had a question to me or to you, or we can
yeah.
answer, and then like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. That's awesome. I love it. So
sounds
we'll
good.
stay in touch.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Thanks, Hideto. Have a nice evening.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
a good
thank you so
night.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
have a good night, a good morning for
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye
See?
bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of a Cowgirls World Tour podcast. If you liked the episode, please give us a thumbs up or a review. Any little bit helps me keep going on this journey of my passion project. So I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you on my next episode. Thank you.